ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, the tight end's trying to work the middle of the field. Nobody even close to him in coverage. It's not going to get any easier than that for the quarterback. That's an easy first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover them, I'm going to take advantage of this matchup somewhere else.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Slams ahead. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Touch pass on the run. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He only needs a sliver of daylight, and the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They'll give it to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. Now the play fake. Floating away. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the play on third down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down. We got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save timeouts. And so we got to get that engine going here.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ball game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Bell. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much. the 16. Take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Looking left. He's got it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On the run, it's Etienne. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Finds his man and they convert. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down with it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown Ducks. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got his man quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air, it's back. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. And the pass is intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Ferguson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score 40-14, Georgia 7.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
36, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Bringing it back, it's Johnson. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Herbert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second.
And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Pressure coming. Complete downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. They keep attacking through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll pull it down and run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Smashes through. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lovett. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball fell.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. offense set for a first down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Alabama quickly back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's right on target. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
second down after that incompletion. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got him, and they convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The play action fake. Looking deep. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's long. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. Oh, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move, he fires. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made after the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Fires to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And wings it incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw it again. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in this.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Milroe. And the timing just a hair off. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The fair catch called for and made. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime to get ready for the second half.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete out of the backfield. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's holding. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Getting some heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play. And when you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the tailback. Nifty little dance step. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Fires left. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be
nothing but green ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unleashes it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking for a block. It's Adams. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stripped it out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Unleashes one. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better. Bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big one.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Going up top on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. Turns it on in midfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Got to keep that urgency up here, but already in position for the game-tying field goal. He's looking for a man on second down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oregon.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
With the score all tied.
First play of the first possession of OT. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Alabama quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Bama! And they're on top here in overtime.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get to him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
The short hand, it's James. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Oregon! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football.
That's it! The defense got home, and they finished the deal with the sack. The drama